NIT Raurkela
हाँ
on sociology and economics.
So it was development studies, multidisciplinary course, and it included both economics and sociology as major, and some courses of psychology and cognitive science as well in minor.
So, since you are a student of economics, let us please tell us. We are one of the biggest, third biggest economy of the
Yes.
world.
And we are also the biggest consumer market next to China.
Yes.
So, in spite of this huge potential, why our currency is so much devalued in international forum?
Currency devaluation, sir, it has many issues. We can also consider inflation as one of the issues. In India, the inflation rate is very high. As well, it is. We can also say that, sir. What was the question?
Why it is devalued? Suppose compared to dollar,
Yes, sir.
$1 is almost around 82 rupees.
84 rupees, 83.9. Yeah.
So we are almost like sold out before them.
Yes, sir.
And you will find Indian currency is not listed in many of the stock exchanges throughout the world. Even in currency exchange booths, you don't find name of the rupee anywhere in the world. So it gives us a very simple situation. What is the problem for that? We don't have an answer. And even poorer countries like Philippines, they do not accept our money. Our rupee is only accepted in Bangladesh, Nepal, or Sri Lanka, Pakistan, or Bhutan somewhere.
Yeah.
Most of the countries do not accept our rupee.
Sir, it may be because of the volatility of money, because they might be feeling that Indian currency might be volatile in future. So their future fear might not allow them, because there are very much political disturbances in India since we are a multi-party democracy. Many political parties lead in India. So that might be a fear also, I think.
There is a very critical problems, you know. If you see that wealth concentration is more in few people, in a rich and large number of people are jobless, inequality is more. What are the classical steps economists can propose to reduce this?
To reduce the inequality?
Inequality. How it can possible?
Sir, recently, some years back, Raghuram Rajan, the former RBI governor, has suggested for universal income. I think that can be one of the solutions. Like some universal amount of money should be given to some certain section of people, so that they can invest it. Like Sir Keynes has suggested for demand, supply creates its own demand. So if we will giving money, that will create the supply, and our economy might grow. That can be one of the solution.
What is the percentage of share in state GDP of agriculture?
Actually, sir, I haven't gone through the data recently. I'll definitely go through that.
Okay.
So the second might be unutilized mining sector, I think, because Odisha is rich in mining, but the growth and money that should be earned from the mining sector, that is not up to the mark. The third might be the rich migration that has been occurring, outward migration from Odisha. Like we can see from KVK areas and from other areas, the migration rate has been recently very high. People are going to South Indian states and other Western states for low-paid jobs. That is affecting our demographic dividend. That might be another reason. The fourth can be low skilling. In Odisha, the demographic dividend is very poor. Like the youths are not so much of employment, not going for employment. So it can be another concern. And fifth can be service sector, I think. Many companies, though they have started coming to Odisha at recent times, but many companies like the software companies and other companies, they try to shift their companies to some industrial belt in Delhi or Mumbai. So though they have started coming to Odisha, but it is one of the concern at recent times.
So is not women participation rate is a concern in Odisha economy?
Definitely, sir.
What is that percentage and how it has to be improved if it will be developed state?
Sir, though the percentage and
You don't know that.
I don't know the percentage, sir.
So remember this thing, women participation rate in economy is 26%. It should ideally reach around 50%. Okay, so this is a major challenge. The most important thing is that everybody talking about a $1 trillion economy. What do you mean by a $1 trillion economy? If Odisha wants to be $1 trillion economy by 2036, so what would be the size of economy or GDP in 2026 according to this? If it become $1 trillion economy. Okay, so you said now per $1 is 83 rupees. If $1 trillion is 1 lakh crores of rupees, so $1 trillion into 83 lakh crores of rupees economy. You should remember this thing by being an economic student. Okay, just tell about the trade deficits. How we calculate trade deficits?
Sir, the trade deficits can be easily calculated by the number of imports minus the export.
Okay.
Sorry, the exports minus the imports. So that can also lead to
The heat wave, particularly heat wave, is affecting Indian economy.
Yes, sir.
How?
Heat wave in particular. So the efficiency of work. The efficiency of work first of all.
So work participation reduce.
Yes.
External work.
Yes, sir.
Then
Sorry, though since Indian economy we have more unskilled labor force. We can say Manrega or other unskilled labor force. So due to heat waves, the government has certain guidelines of work which allows the labor to work for a certain period of time. This has decreased the amount of work that should be done in that period of time. This has decreased the efficiency of work and some time limit.
so productivity loss is there. And the second,
Due to heat wave, the productivity of labor.
is it linked to in any way to inflation?
Yes, sir. Definitely.
How?
Sir, with this, the inflation has been in rise because India is highly dependent on cost goods inflation. So because of this heat waves, the productivity of agriculture has been really down, and this has led to hoarding by many of the agricultural farmers or the shopkeepers, which has pushed the inflation to a higher level at present period of time.
Okay, sir.
In recent times, we have seen different municipalities going for waste to wealth programs, where it can be replicated except these municipalities. In which other spheres it can be replicated?
Waste to
Wealth.
Sir, waste to wealth is a very good initiative. I think it can many hospital sectors, many IT sectors have the highest number of wastes in India. They can use this initiative as if the government promotes them with some subsidy, they can undergo this initiative and they can produce some better quality of technology in future. I think IT sector and
You have told about IT sector, it can be done, but how it can be done in medical sectors?
Medical sector, like sir, there are many wastes that has been generated from medicals. Though some are not useful, but I think some of the technological instruments like the X-rays and other things, apart from the radiation, we can remove that, and the other things can be reutilized and refurbished to bring the.
Can it be replicated in the religious institutions?
Like sir, I don't understand.
I am just
like waste from
waste to wealth.
Achha. Yes,
So
sir.
can
Religious institution also can.
How it can?
Like the flowers or whatever the remainings are there, it can be regenerated into some agarbattis and other things also.
Even actually in Puri temple we have started a project of converting these flowers to agarbattis. That is everyone is doing nowadays. But even the khali patra and the other kind of food wastes, they are converted to manures. इवन जो आमर पेज जो भातटा गला
ପୁରୀର ଯୋଉଟା ଆମର ସ୍ୱର୍ଗଦ୍ୱାରରେ ବାଉଁଶ ମାନେ tons and tons that is now converted into energy. Energy mix होଉଛି biomass, you know. So it's very big area, you know.
Do you write stories?
Yes, sir.
Have you
Short
published?
stories.
Have you published any of them?
Sir, no, I haven't published. I have, though I have applied for, but they haven't accepted.
But have you published in any of the magazines?
No, sir.
So far, no. There is a pattern of poetry in Japan, very small poems,
Actually, sir, I have no idea.
called haiku. 4-liner poems. ଆମର ଯେମିତି
କୋଉ
song-
ନ୍ୟୁଜପେପର ପଢୁଛ?
Sir, the Hindu.
ଦି ହିନ୍ଦୁ. Why Hindu?
Sir, first of all, it is a highly reputed newspaper, and it has been prescribed by other seniors as well as faculties to read. It goes very detailed into the topic, and though it is highly critical to the government policies, so it helps us to sir, the government initiative is highly in news. So the Hindu provides a critical perspective of the government initiative. It helps to build both positive and negative aspects of some of the policies of the government. So I prefer the Hindu.
How do
It
you
doesn't
appreciate-
cover Odisha news much.
No, sir. No much.
So
But
that-
if something is in news, it covers. Like the recent news about the highly increasing suicide rates among the Odisha students. It published in a very good amount of.
Ajita Kocha today,
Yes, sir.
what was the
Hindu.
editorial was?
So the first editorial was about the health, the primary health sector, why it is in devastating state, and another was about unable to recall. The context section was about monsoon, why there is a high number of cyclones in recent time in Arabian Sea, though it was earlier in Bay of Bengal. And the second context section was about the rising number of monsoons in the recent time because of climate change.
How do you appreciate gay marriages?
So gay marriages, it is accepted in other countries. It hasn't been accepted in India till now because our culture is different. But I feel it should be promoted. In future, it will be promoted definitely. But the court is not sure. Even the top judiciary are not sure about all these marriages. Even the government is not sure because they don't want to touch the Indian culture. They don't want to say.
Don't you think it will create a sociological imbalance?
Sir, sociological imbalance.
Because
is,
in our concept, we believe in marriage between a male and a female. Because marriage is an institution for recreation, creation of a child. But in a gay marriage, that won't be possible. So the family structure would be affected, the society at large would be affected. It will eat into the very core values of our marriage system. So would it be beneficial to accept it?
Sir, the society changes. Marx has also said the society is made up of flux and changes. Earlier, intercaste marriage was a big issue, but now we see intercaste marriage is a normal thing. Similarly, about the family, what you said, yes, definitely, it will also have some impact on our society and culture. But gradually, it will be the new normal, and in future, we will see more number of gay marriages if we have some of the psychological changes among the people. Socio-psychological changes is the biggest concern. If we and the government and the top judiciary are able to build that.
But what is their logic when two guys go for marriage?
So it is completely psychological, I think. It is a mental construct. If one get birth as male, but he has nothing in his, he doesn't feel like male, so we cannot complain about his orientation. So it's about totally thing of orientation, and we think we should promote it.
They say marriage is meeting of minds, and we are just doing that.
Yes, sir.
So there is no harm in it. That is their logic.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Do you know about this Subhadra?
Yes, sir.
Can you just elaborate?
Sir, Subhadra Yojana is a financial incentive given to the females of Odisha. It is in the age group of 21 to 60 years. It will definitely help the Odishan women to have some financial stands for them, sir.
So just to go into details. Let us go into details. They will be spending. They will be giving 50,000 to a woman spread over 5 years. So per year it comes to 10,000. So if you calculate per month, it comes to 800, some odd amount, maybe 850 rupees or something. So with 850 rupees, how someone's economic position, financial position is going to change? It is just a slogan. Don't you feel it's just a slogan?
Sir, no, sir. I don't think it's just a slogan. First of all, financial initiative to women has been recommended by many economists and sociologists in the recent past. So the first thing that it will help in the women to get some independence. Like we have seen the menstrual hygiene. The first problem of menstrual hygiene. NFHS report has also suggested that Indian women, especially the Odishan women, are still lacking the menstrual hygiene. So definitely 800 rupees will help them to buy some sanitary napkins, which might help them and to build a menstrual cycle in a better way. The second thing, they won't be so much dependent on their husband for some basic needs. Second thing. The third thing is they will have some stance in their family, first of all. Many women in India and Odisha, they are tortured because they don't have any financial stance. So this will definitely help them. Though in recent times it has been a vote bank politics and many states have accepted it for the attracting the female voters, but it will definitely have some right impact also.
So earlier in the SHG scheme also, women were given a lot of corpus fund and other
loans
for developing entrepreneurship. So entrepreneurship on one hand and doles on the other hand. Which one is actually more?
Which one you feel better?
Sir, I feel entrepreneurship is better because the government has also started SHG bank linkage where they are used to give training to the women to build some better quality of goods. But with a passage of time, that SHG group has been low functioning and the goods are not up to the mark. And also we have seen how much of corruption, high number of corruption in SHG groups. They are taking loans and they are unable to pay. So if these kind of activities are happening,
is that the corruption? They're taking loans,
no, they are providing corruption to the banks.
No, you said SHG corruption. What is that?
SHG groups are indulged in giving corruption to the bank staffs for giving them loans. There has been
Bribing.
yes, sir. In recent times.
What are you doing now?
Sir, at present time I am preparing for
Just
civil
preparing.
services.
You are not in any job.
No, sir.
What will be your main priority focus areas after you get into civil service?
Sir, my prime focus will be in adolescent nutrition.
Adolescent.
Adolescent nutrition.
How? What is your plan?
Sir, my plans will be, I'll be building a team or committee. We will be going, taking some break, we will be going and meeting some adolescents of 10 to 19 age group. We will be teaching them what should be your future prospects. Like, sir, the government has started many initiatives like adolescent education program and Kishori Balika program, Swasthya program, but nothing is so much of functional at present time. So we can help the faculties or the teachers to bring these programs into grassroots level so that the adolescent can get much of the knowledge. Like, so there is high number of HIV/AIDS prevalence among the Indian adolescents. These things and the nutrition values is also low. So we can also take this initiative to bring development among the adolescents who are the future of India.
You are from Talcher.
Yes, sir.
You know, there is a profiles of adolescents and youth
Yes, sir.
development. You know who has authored that?